Level 6 upgrade. So before I get into the upgrade, there's a few things I have to tell you. First of all, I did replace all the tubing on this vehicle with brand new fuel line. It needed it. The air filter was also changed out. Thank you, A-Town Clown Kevin Major, because he's the one who donated that to me. Also, I had to replace the carburetor body and rebuild it because, well, the first one, it had a crack in it. And then when I bought a new carburetor body, I cracked it. Then Coyote0976 came in and bought me a third carburetor body, and now that's what's in there, and he is running great. However, there's something that I just need to take care of. This servo is not waterproof, and thanks to Mercohaulic RC, a long time ago he donated this servo, and I forgot about it, and I haven't used it because it's a 2056, so it doesn't have as high as torque as a 2075, but it will do perfect in this position. And since I'm trying to make this waterproof just so it makes it easier to clean, this servo has to go in there. So let's go ahead and do the installation. So the first step is just unplugging the servo, and it's going to be plugged into channel 2 because that is acceleration, and then I'm just going to go ahead and pull out the wire. Alright, now that the wire is out of the way, I need to go ahead and remove 5 screws. The one that holds on the arm, as well as the 4 that hold the servo onto the chassis. Now that I got rid of all the screws, it's time to figure out what the neutral position is. And lucky for me, this wire is perfectly horizontal with the spur gear, so it has to be in this position when I reattach the arm to the new servo. Now that I know that, I'm just going to go ahead and pull this off, slide out the old servo, and then slide in the new one. First step is I need to go and attach it to the chassis by redoing the 4 screws that hold it on. Now that that's taken care of, before I attach the arm, I need to go ahead and center the servo. That means I need to plug it back in. So I'm going to feed it right through the chassis, pull it out through this hole right here, and plug it into channel 2. So the servo's been plugged into channel 2, but now I have all these wires to deal with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bunch them together just like that, and then I'm going to use a wire tie, slide it over, and then tighten it up. That way it won't look so messy. So now it's time to go ahead and center the servo. So I'm going to turn the remote on, followed by the power for the RC, and now it's centered. Now I just got to line it back up to how I said it was going to be. Make sure that it looks just right. And then I can go ahead and reattach the arm and then put the screw that holds it in. So here's before. And there is after. Besides being waterproof, which is going to help out a lot, it's blue, which matches the whole theme of the RC, which is awesome. Other than that, you can see that everything works perfectly fine. In fact, I think this servo is in better shape than the old one. Either way, it's really nice to have that in there. And that was Banshee's level 6 upgrade.